What if I told you one of Paris's most famous landmarks, the Luxor Obelisk, towering over the Place de la Concorde, has been hiding secrets for over 3,300 years? Secrets whispered in stone, right under our noses. Most people just walk by. But recently someone stopped and looked closer. This isn't just an ancient monument. It's a message in a bottle, finely uncorked. Get ready because what was found changes everything we thought we knew about this iconic piece of Egypt in the heart of Paris. It all started during the pandemic, with walks becoming the highlight of the day. Jean-Guillaume Olet-Pelletier, a Sorbonne-trained specialist in ancient cryptograms, started really looking at the obelisk, not just glancing, but reading. And he noticed something strange. Certain symbols seemed out of place, almost pointing back towards Luxor Temple, its original home. He grabbed his binoculars. Day after day, like a modern Champollion on a daily stroll, he studied it. The real challenge? The top. It's 23 meters high, almost impossible to see clearly. But then fate intervened. For the upcoming Olympics, restoration scaffolding went up. For the first time in over a century, someone could climb right to the peak. And what did Olet-Pelletier find? 7 encoded inscriptions, completely missed until now. Like finding a secret room in your own house. These weren't just regular hieroglyphs. They were crypto hieroglyphs. Think of standard hieroglyphs, but with a hidden layer, an extra meaning packed inside using tricks, puzzles, puns, even reversing the reading direction. It's like ancient Egyptian wordle, visual, and only for a select few. The priests, the highly educated, a secret language for the initiated. In fact, even today, maybe only half a dozen Egyptologists worldwide specialize in this. Olet-Pelletier is one of them. But how were they hidden? Not in secret compartments. Olet-Pelletier calls it three-dimensional cryptography. The secrets weren't just written flat. They were woven into the main inscriptions using incredibly subtle details. Tiny symbols carved way up high, almost invisible from the ground. Messages that only make sense if you're looking from a specific angle. Sometimes you even need to combine symbols from different sides of the obelisk. You have to walk around it, engage with it physically. Ramesses designed an ancient escape room for his VIPs. These 7 inscriptions, mostly near the summit, the hardest places to see. Take one example, a tiny symbol of an offering table, spotted under a picture of the god Amun. Seems minor, right? But that little table completes a hidden phrase about the king making an offering, and the full sentence only clicks if you're looking horizontally at that part, not just reading top to bottom. Mind-boggling subtlety. The location mattered too, especially considering how people approached the temple back in Luxor. The side that originally faced the Nile River has a coded relief carving. Its propaganda message only pops if viewed from a specific angle, maybe 45 degrees. Ramesses was targeting the VIPs arriving by boat for big festivals. Stand in the right spot, look from the right angle, and you got the bonus royal message. A secret broadcast for the elite. So how did Olet-Pelletier crack these 3D riddles? His expertise was key. He saw symbols on different sides weren't separate. They worked together. The reading direction was a huge clue. Remember reversing it? Near the top, 2 horizontal rows read normally spell out Ramesses II's official throne name, Uzurmatre Sedepenre, standard stuff. But read those same symbols in reverse. They make a statement about his eternal reign. May he live forever. 2 messages for the price of 1. And combining symbols? Those on the west face, looking towards the Nile, could link with symbols on adjacent sides to create new phrases, like invoking the Ka force, the life force, of Amun, urging viewers to appease it, basically make offerings. So, what's the big picture? What was Ramesses saying in secret? Targeted propaganda, hammering home that Ramesses II is divinely chosen, all-powerful, ruling forever. Boosting his legitimacy, especially early in his reign. Specifics? Near the top, he was chosen by the gods and is of divine essence. Direct claim to divine right. On the river-facing side, with the tricky angle, the king confirms himself as God incarnate, who cannot be overthrown. Bold. Pictures mattered too. On the east face, he wears the double crown, symbolizing rule over unified Egypt. Standard? Yes, but here it seems placed strategically as another hidden message of absolute power for those approaching the temple. And that appeased the god's message? On the desert-facing side, subtly incorporated into his headdress are tiny bullhorns, symbolically spelling out Kai, the life force. Combined with that little offering table glyph, it forms the instruction, appease the Ka force of Amun. Keep the god happy, keep Egypt prosperous under Ramesses. He even embedded a hidden scene of himself offering to Amun, with that extra table symbol completing the sentence, emphasizing his vital role. He literally branded his importance into the monument's fabric. Maybe the wildest part? Olet Pelletier found that if you take small groups of hieroglyphs from all four sides and piece them together, they spell out Ramesses II. You have to walk around the whole thing to assemble his name. Look around. Yep, definitely Ramesses running things here. This discovery is huge. It overturns the idea that we fully understood the obelisk back in the 1800s. It shows the incredible sophistication of Egyptian artisans merging art, text, and architecture into coded propaganda. We might need to reevaluate other inscriptions, realizing some were riddles for a clued-in audience. It also tells us more about Ramesses II. We knew he was a master self-promoter. These secrets, likely commissioned early in his reign, were probably aimed at priests and nobles during the Big Opet festival, reinforcing his power to the people who mattered most. Layers of meaning, messages for the public, messages for the elite, maybe even for the gods. Naturally, there's excitement, but also healthy academic skepticism. How visible were these tiny carvings really? Fair question, but Olet Pelletier has a track record, having deciphered cryptograms on King Tut's throne. The content fits Ramesses' ideology perfectly, and some bits, like that offering table, are verifiable. His full findings are being prepared for peer review. What's next? More study, examining high-resolution casts. And the twin obelisk, still in Luxor? If carved at the same time, it likely holds secrets too. Imagine finding more. This wasn't entirely unique. Crypto-hieroglyphs existed, hiding sacred knowledge, intellectual games. But the Luxor Obelisk adds that 3D layer using physical space, angles, perspective. Ancient augmented reality, fusing architecture and text. If this famous, studied monument held secrets for so long, what else have we missed? On other obelisks, statues, temples, researchers might start looking everywhere with fresh eyes, checking angles, seeking subtle clues. It forces us to wonder, how many whispers of history are still hiding in plain sight? Think about it. That obelisk stood silent in Paris, broadcasting secret royal propaganda for 3,300 years. It took one curious mind, walking by, noticing what countless others missed. A real-life archaeological detective story. It's a stunning reminder. History is alive, complex, and sometimes its biggest secrets are right in front of us, waiting for us to simply look closer. What else is out there, waiting to be seen?